Here's another video from Jamestown Distributors.
The wind's kind of catching me, and thank goodness we now have a bow thruster installed. Hey, welcome back. I want to kind of bring you up to speed. You remember we had the tube installed. Well, we wanted to treat that with epoxy. Wanted to make sure that we sealed that fiberglass tube from any water intrusion. So we used Interlux's Interprotect, which is an epoxy barrier coat. We put multiple coats inside the tube and around the area that we grafted the new bow thruster into. We also wanted to make sure that we had the right anti-foulant paint. And we switched colors on the boat. Originally it was black. It was Interlux's Micron 66. We really liked the product. We went with the same type of product, but I changed it to a dark green, and I really think it's quite handsome. All right, but we went ahead and we bottom painted the entire boat. We also wanted to, at this time, you know, we're hauled out. Let's go ahead and let's get the props taken care of. The wind's kind of grabbing me again. I'm going to go ahead and kind of use our bow thruster and get us back into position to dock. But we took the propellers over to General Propeller in order to have them computer balanced with something called prop scan. Well, what's so cool is they had a baseline of what they did a couple of years ago with our propellers to go off of, and they went ahead and they brought our propellers back to the exact same pitch as they were a couple of years ago. You know, what do boaters say? If you haven't been aground, you haven't been around. Okay, it's true. You know, this boat drafts about 4.5 feet, and once in a while we are going to get into sand, we're going to get into mud, and with today's prices on fuel, this is a very, very necessary thing. Now, for the props, a little while back we were using a product called Prop Speed, which bonds to your running gear, but the surface is very, very slick. And again, the wind keeps taking me, and I'm gonna keep using our bow thruster. This is a little joystick, and I can just literally keep me in position. This is such a cool accessory. But we used a product called Prop Speed in order to keep the growth off of our running gear, and I was so impressed with it that I went with the same material, not only on our props and on our shafts, but also on the propeller for the Vetus bow thruster. And we now have a bow thruster installed, and man, we can sit there and dock like a pro. And I've got a couple of people that we need to thank who helped make today's show possible. First off, John Mardell from Vetus, incredible product. We also had John Wirtz on the program, and John is with Florida Bow Thrusters. Our friends from Interlux helped us out. Prop Speed. My crew worked really, really hard. Great job, Bert. But you know what? The most important one that we need to thank here, that's right, it's been you. Hey, thanks so much for hanging out with us right here on the beautiful water's edge for the last half hour. But we've got to dock the boat. We got to look like a pro. Thanks to our bow thruster, we're going to do that. But how about this? How about until next time, can you do yourself a favor? Can you get out there and make your boat ship shape? Of course you can. I'm John Graviscus. This is Bert Dell. We'll see you next time. Bert, I'm going to go ahead and get us in position. All right. And let's go ahead and back this right in.
The products you just saw can be found at JamestownDistributors.com.